99X, it's Barnes and Leslie. We're talking 23andMe stories. Somehow they just became that. That's their name. I know there's other companies that do this, and it started because I found out that I had a brother I didn't know, and he died at 50. We all found out like a year later, and then all this, people just started showing up. That's a 23andMe story, and the lines are just exploding, which makes me just feel like how many people are going through, and it just opens up this whole crazy curtain in your life.
And some people want to know, others don't.
Yeah, I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to go in the deep end anymore. Hey, Morning X, good morning. Who is this?
Hey, this is Molly. How are you?
Hey, Molly, you sound very far away. Can you get up in that phone?
Yeah, sorry. I was walking.
I
was walking around
Thanks,
the kitchen.
Molly.
No worries. So, where are you calling from? What part of town you in?
Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. You should just go over to Leslie's house.
Hey,
and
come on over.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is your story?
Okay, so several years ago, I broke down and did the Ancestry DNA test.
Yep.
I got the results back and, looking through it, and I'm like, okay, I know this person. Okay, this says this person is my first cousin, but I know all my first cousins, so something wonky is going on. So I called my dad, and I'm like, hey, did Uncle B have any kids that we don't know about? And he was like, no, why? And I was like, well, I did the Ancestry DNA test. And he was like, he got really, really quiet.
Yeah, that's what every older parent or relative doesn't want to hear. Hey,
yeah, totally.
Hey,
totally,
so where
totally.
were you in 1969?
Exactly. Yeah. And I was like, were you fooling around on Mom or, something's going on? And he was like, no, dang it, Daddy did. And I'm like, wait, what?
Wait,
Daddy did?
Oh, the
What?
grandfather.
Yeah, my grandfather, yes. So my grandparents, at the time that my grandfather died, had been married over 50 years in what we all thought was a wonderful, loving relationship. But yeah, no, Granddaddy was fooling around. And my aunt is 3 years older than me, and I'm 51. And so I'm like, whoa. So I had actually, when I got the results, I had messaged her, and I'm like, you showed up on my DNA test, and I don't know how. And she responded, but then after the fact, she never responded anymore. So turns out she thinks she was adopted, but she thinks that her adopted father is her real father. So she has no clue.
This is the common
This
thread
is the stuff, yeah.
in all these stories is people who are living a life that really isn't their life and they don't know. And that is such a burden on whoever the person is.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
The person who made the decision to whether it was an adoption or give up a kid or whatever, it starts coming back and haunting them.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And her mom is, the last time I knew, her mom is still alive. I believe they live in Florida. And to top it all off, she grew up here in Nashville. And we went to rival high schools. But then she married a member of a well-known band from the 70s.
What band?
Oh.
I can't say.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say on air.
Okay.
I'll tell you guys after the fact, but I don't want to say on air.
Yep.
But yeah, I've been to a show of theirs, and I saw her.
Well, that's the last thing they want. Hey, knock, knock.
Yeah. So I'm like mum's the word about this. I can't tell anybody. If she wants to find out, she can find out. But I can't say anything because how do you go to somebody and say, "Hey, you're my aunt"?
Yes. So right now it sits
Or
stagnant.
will you?
Like you
Yes.
haven't. There's no ending to this story.
Yeah, no. This is where we are.
Wow.
Yeah, in as much as I want to, because I feel like she needs to know. I just can't do that to somebody else.
You're deep, man. You're sitting with the burden now.
Yeah. and my brother and my father know about it, but my cousins, they don't have a clue.
Wow.
And they would be devastated because our grandparents hung the moon for us, you
Isn't
know?
it crazy?
So now you have to
Yeah.
live with this.
yeah, you're the place where it sits now and stews.
So sorry.
It's crazy how much she looks like my granddaddy.
I wish you could say, you know what? I'm not even going to keep you on to tell us afterwards because everyone's going to ask me after. I don't want to know.
Okay.
I'm joining the group that doesn't want to know. So don't tell me.
You don't want to know about the 70s band? Okay.
No. And by the way,
I do, but anyway.
why do you listen from Nashville? Do you have Atlanta roots?
Actually, my grandparents, my other set of grandparents lived in Griffin. And so I would listen to you guys. When I would come down to visit, I could pick up 99X starting in Chattanooga.
Nice. Yeah.
And listen the whole way down. Yeah. So.
Well, guess what?
Yeah. Long time root.
You can't do that anymore, but you can listen on our app.
Yeah.
Which is how,
I listen on my computer at work every day. So.
That's so cool. Thank you so much.
This is like the audio version of 23andMe. It's all of our little people that got away.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Molly. Thanks for sharing that story.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.